On a tree trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. NQ moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Sidebar break, execute it. I'm trading in the futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. Pine tree trader, yeah, we build on rules. Price action only, that's the tool. From sin to payout, yeah, we stay clean. Inside the pines.
What is up, everyone? What is going on? Let's do it. Back at it for another week. Back at it. Corey 2S, Stevie J, Wild Deuces, Rage GT, Phoenix, Beanstalk. What is up? Crypto King, Coach Fred, back on the grind. Absolutely. Labarto, Rufio. What's up? Lay in the house. Det Wolf, Mr. Tactical. Did you win? Yeah, no, not quite. You have $3 in drawdown? Yeah. I mean, one micro, you might be able to get it out of the hole. One micro, turn that into $20 drawdown. Catch another trade with the one micro, maybe turn it into 40 bucks. I mean, it's possible to bring it back. Simon in the house. What's up, Simon? Mr. Smith, background. Oh, thanks, background. Wish me some great fortunes this week. Yeah, I mean, I'm alive. That's a great fortune right there, right? Chip Smith, what's up? I'm doing okay. Had a good weekend. I mean, one day off pretty much, but yeah, I mean, it felt good. Did you miss the opening? Nope, not yet. We got some time to hang out. Lost Penny. Tris, what is up? Don't get wrecked, Zabak in the house. What's going on, Zabak? Bounce, then dump, I feel. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... I guess there's always news over the weekend. That's how I feel when it comes to Friday lately. The Friday closes, pretty much been closing on its low. Because, I mean, who wants to hold over the weekend with all the news and stuff? It's pretty risky. So, a lot of people are, had to sell off on Friday. And Friday, I think it wasn't too bad of a day overall. I got my Apex accounts back on track for the most part. I ended up losing that 25K Pro account. Yeah, 25K Pro account's not good if you're trading minis. Pretty tough. So, so I'm back on eval stage once again on the take profit traders. But yeah, I got my Apex accounts back on track, which was nice. Made $600. Basically just trying to get them back and out of drawdown. Take a look at the Apex. You see them right down here. These Lucid accounts are actually no longer. I actually started some new Lucid accounts. But, yeah, I mean, they're in drawdown still, but some of them are back to 50,000. And so I'm trying to get that drawdown back, This one is cooked. That one's cooked. I think these ones are cooked down here, but all these ones are good. So that's the plan this week, is just to not trade them very much, but just look for the base hits and hopefully get those accounts back. So that's the plan. I did get one payout last week. A little daily payout, My Funded Futures. So that felt good. I haven't had a My Funded Futures payout in a while. That felt good. Dean in the house, Real Robot, Keegan, Jar, John buys land. What's up? I got 2 evals from $80 from drawdown. I got 2 evals, $80 drawdown to pass on Friday. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's possible to bring them back. It's definitely possible to bring them back. Amber, what's going on? All right. Smash that like button. I appreciate you. I have 1K drawdown between 4 accounts. Oh, between all 4. I mean, it's possible to bring them back. I have brought accounts back from maybe 60, 70 bucks before. 1 micro. That's the beauty with props, is that you're not out until you're out. Where if you're on a regular brokerage account, you could not trade that account, so you can kind of bring it back. I've done it. Tech Reviews, what's up? Do we know if My Funded Futures is going to have a sale on the Rapid Plan soon? Yeah, so they just had one. I don't know what the current sale is. Last week they had sales going on. And take a look at Discord. I haven't looked at Discord in a hot minute. Well, Discord's not loading up, so pretty tough to see that. Let's see, active promotions. Well, they don't really haven't updated that, so But yeah, I mean, they had that sale going on the 25K accounts. So how do you what's up HR? Such sweet trailing hard with no volume. Yeah. Trader's Nest. What's going on? Yeah, Lost Penny for sure. Michelle, what is going on? Came to realization over the week, end up buying a prop challenge. Exactly like buying an out of money option on your own performance. Yeah, kind of, right? You definitely get some nice leverage with the prop accounts, you know, use it to your advantage. I like to, that's why I like to copy trade multiple accounts. That gives me a lot of leverage, and I can still trade smaller and still feel like I'm getting, you know, having a nice win. So if I have, you know, 10 accounts that I'm copy trading, like with Apex, or, you know, even if I have 20, you know, that's even better. But, you know, having 10 accounts and then just trading a little bit smaller and looking at it like, well, you know, if I make $200 each, $150, $200 each on each one of those accounts, do it over and over and over again, and next thing you know, I'm taking $1,000 payout, you know, not even going for max payout, but just going for $1,000, you know, that's 10K. So that's one of the things that has been successful for me this year, is just using the prop game to do that. Copy trade those accounts, get them to payout. So 50K in payout, Apex payouts this year. Hopefully I can get it to about 150K. That'll be nice. Funny thing is, I'm about 50K in Apex payouts, and that's where I'm at. Net profit just with the props. So got beat up, and most of my money, the reason why I spent most of it was take profit trader resets. Those hurt. Don't recommend doing that, guys. If you can, just stay patient, buy more evals. Do it, especially the bigger ones, because unless you have a bunch of money, they can really wreck you. They can really run up your credit card bill. Next thing you know, you're in some serious credit card debt. So just take it from me. Just start another eval for $100. It's way better off, but not financial advice or anything. I can't tell you guys what to do, but just that's where most of my costs, that's where it's been eaten in. It's not buying an eval. It's not, I mean, there's only so many evals I can full port and lose that much money in a day. I mean, like I've told you guys before, I've had days this year where I've lost $7,000 in just resets, and that's all from Take Profit Trader. So, you know, just buying evals, way better off. Still net profitable for the year so far, but if I keep doing that stuff and then I don't get payouts, then, you know, you end up negative. Sherry in the house. Carlo, what is going on? 22,600 target short. You're looking for the shorts, huh? Looking for a short. That was a little more than 1,000 points down. Good luck. Good luck. Guitar guy. I'm fixing to do something stupid. I'm short one MES and hold it overnight. So everyone's shorting, so I'm going to buy. I'm just kidding. Fade the masses, right? This is the tilt meter. This is the top step tilt meter. I'm going to fade it. Thought I use one micro on Friday, trade MES, not touch MNQ till strong bunch, bias land. Yeah, a lot of people find much better success just trading MES, things like that. MNQ is wild, right? MNQ is wild. It's like going into the high limit room playing slots, you know? Like, you used to playing on the floor, you playing $1 a bet. Next thing you know, you go in the high limit room. Next thing you know, you're betting $20 a bet. And it's like, oof. It's wild. It gets wild. JJ in the house. What's going on, JJ? Simon. Man, I am thirsty today. DGen in the house. Yeah, trailing drawdown is tricky. Lost front of me, for trading Asia. I like momentum. So when I'm trading intraday trailing, I like the momentum to kind of push it. So I agree. Shad, what's up? Are we full port down to open? No, not full port, but I will sling some contracts. I got a 150K eval that I want to get past, so might not happen tonight, but we'll see what we can do. We'll watch the Finet fair value gap. Finet fair value gap. You paid 1,500 deuces? Oh, I paid 1,500 bucks a bunch of times. Bunch of times. Yeah, like I said, don't do it. Yeah, 7K. Oh yeah, 7K one day, easy. Let's look at my Excel spreadsheet. My Excel spreadsheet right here. All right, let's take a look. $7,300 one day, 3,600 on another day. On resets, it makes nothing like spending $1,774 when you're buying and activating 20 Apex accounts, right? That's like chump change compared to resetting those take profit trader accounts. So, woo! Big gap down. Here we go. Good luck, guys. Get some fireworks. All the way down, 23,164.50. Get a little bounce all the way back up to 23,224. We're off to the races. 23,180, 23,200, 23,210. Where do I go? Where do I buy? 23,180. Do I hear 23,170? 23,198? I'm just kidding. People that are just joining the stream are probably like, what the fuck? The Pine Lines, sir. That's right. Get the name right. That's right, Stevie J. The Pine Lines. The Finet Fair guy got, the Pine Lines. Yeah, they do. They work on gold really well, actually. So on gold 5-minute chart, yeah, they work really good. Look at this on the 5-minute chart here on gold. Here's one of the Finet fair value gap lines right here on the 5-minute chart. It came up, pushed up, and then just rejected off it eventually. So I've been liking the first test. The first test seems to be pretty good. Like if I can get down here to 44.72.80, this might be a good little bounce play if it actually hits. You can almost put it in an order. Down here. And see if it would hit, Space is in the house. 23,189. So it's so funny. Like I was talking about. You guys know me. I don't pay attention to any news or fundamentals or any of that stuff. Or we're talking about like the peace talks, right? And then all of a sudden I happen to see on the news that we sent a bunch of troops over. So I'm like, well, there's not much peace talks. I mean, we're still sending troops over, so the U.S. So, like, who knows? I mean, I guess the market's reacting off that stuff, right? But yeah, right now we have a gap down, and the gap is, we have an open gap of 24 points right now. It pushed down to That's the open gap. The full gap from the RTH is 124, 85 points. So we got a big 84-point push down from the open gap initially, and then now it's trying to bounce here. So let's take a look here on the Finet fair value gap if we got anything. No, we don't really have anything for support because it was so bearish. Let me take a look at 5 minute. Maybe something down here. No. 15. No. All right, we'll just be patient for now. Take a look at gold. What's gold up to? Yeah, gold bouncing right here. Went down to 44.90 up to 45.21. If you guys are just tuning in and you haven't hit that like button, please go ahead and smash that like button. We are almost to 7,000 subs. I would love to push the YouTube algorithm over so that way more people find the stream and sub. So if you guys haven't subbed, please feel the sub as well. Almost at 7K. On my way to 10,000 subs. So kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, Carbo Night design in the house. You can't believe it's Sunday night already. Can someone make this? That's kind of how I felt too. Kind of how I felt. See if oil is going up. Let's take a look at oil. Oil, yeah, oil's gapped up. Came back and filled the gap though. Oil doesn't like to leave those open gaps, I noticed. So something to pay attention to. I need to pay more attention to on Sunday night opens is those open gaps or any open gap when you have on oil. It loves to come back and fill that price before it continues. So you could look for it to maybe fill the gap when you. So like maybe to fill the gap, or you could maybe look for the bounce once the gap's filled, because I noticed that a lot too. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ pushing down. Silver still with a big open gap, where gold has no open gap at the moment on the 5 minutes. But silver looking interesting here. Is this the micro? It is. I'm going to be patient here with the market. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I have a thought that maybe we push up and fill this gap just because gold has done so, and gold looking like it wants to push higher, but silver really coming down. Maybe gold is going to turn around, start pushing down. Interesting, very interesting. So right now, silver down 1.4%, where gold is green. So that's kind of interesting, right? Keegan in the house. This is so two-sided. Oh, I know. Yeah. Cool Teague. What is up? I'm just getting caught up in the chat. It's Mo, bro. Jack Boom, Broseph. Oh no, we have more president talks. Trump speeches tonight. Man. Carson James, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Pine ditching the Toyota for gold-plated rolls. Never. Never. You know what I want is I want an old Ford truck. I want an old like F100 short bed. I want an old single cab short bed. That's what I want. From like probably like a 67 or 60. Whoa, silver. Silver is getting kabooshed. Gold is just sitting here like nothing's happening. What is going on with silver? Sleepy Mocha in the house. Miss K, what is up? If I was a girl, I had 70,000 subscribers because of my good looks. Thank you so much. Scalp it behind Mr. Smith. I can't. I don't. Nothing to scalp. I don't have a setup. I mean, I haven't never looked at the Finet fair value gap. Maybe looking at the pine lines to see if I can. I just don't know. $50 minutes on a higher time frame. Nasdaq going to take a long break. Going long. We stay higher probability the bull's going to take control, possibly. Bitcoin's falling. Glenn in the house. Dave Mack. Yeah, let's see if gold follows or not, or silver catches up to gold. I don't know. I mean, gold looks like it's dead in the water. Am I on the right contract? I think so. Yeah, we'll see. TJP in the house. Tony Gold. Have you put the timelines on silver? No, I was just thinking. So, I haven't tried that. Let's take a look. FEG by Finet. Mr. Finet. We love Mr. Finet. Well, it's on there, but what's going on? Let me refresh. Huh, it's not showing up on here for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Huh, for some reason it's not showing up. Take a the ES 2 minute. I've been really like trading this. ES 2 minute. Inside bars. All right, Nasdaq's down here 23,159. Gold. Inside bar in the 5-minute gold. Kind of just stuck in the middle of this range here. I don't know. Haven't pushed a button yet. How many of you guys have already pushed a button? D in the house. What's up, D? Anna. Inside bar, downside or upside? On the gold. It hasn't broke yet, so whichever way it breaks, I'll take. I look for the scalp. ES, it just broke to the downside, so do we get continuation? I'll try it. Just a cheap short. Stop at the 63.72. ES. It broke to the downside on the ES 2 minute. Stop 63.72. Risking 175 bucks. First one is working really well. The first one did work really well. Took the scalp off it. That's something I need to pay attention more. Is so it's kind of like my first 5-minute NQ inside bar. The first 2-minute ES bar, I think there's something to it. It's usually pretty wide, so that's the problem where the stop can be pretty wide, but Almost stopped out there. Came up and tested me. Gold hasn't broke that 5-minute inside bar yet. Take a look at NASDAQ. Of course, we got a finite fair value gap at there, 194. Now, 2-minute outside bars on NASDAQ, love them. Come on, come on. Looks like we're gonna get stopped out here. Next candle. And Digital Nukes in the house. Yeah, I lost penny for sure. What's up, Kelly Coffin? Stopped out on that. Market is trash. Glad Apex doesn't have a sale on right now, Manny Matt. Yeah. No sales that I know of coming out right this moment. All right, Nasdaq's getting a little push up. Gold's getting, ES getting a little push back up. All right, I'm gonna take a short NASDAQ off that finite fair value gap here. Look for a little scalp. Scalp. Come on, do it for the team. Do it for the team. Come on. Granny, no. Not a good start so far on Sunday night. Nice little push up here. Didn't get much reaction off that 194. Little bit, but not much. It's taking a little bit of heat here. I'm in 2 minis. I actually pushed the button twice. Looking to get out of 187, right at that. I moved it up because of that. We had that support line that printed on the 2-minute. Another finite fair value gap. Hopefully I can get out of 1 here. Come on. Give me a few points. So scalping, kind of practicing this little scalping technique off the 2-minute. 194.50. Jeez, we're just looking for a few points. There we go. There's one. One off there. Looking for a little more on the second contract, maybe down to that 2-minute VWAP. Might not get it now. All right, still short NASDAQ. Take a look at gold here. I'm just curious what we did off that inside bar. Yeah, we're just kind of putting in another inside bar, just consolidating sideways. Take a look at silver real quick. Little inside bar on silver. Does silver catch up to gold? That is the question. We're down 1.56% on silver. Kind of crazy. Where gold is green. Come on, NASDAQ. I guess that's all it's going to give us is 10 points off the pine line there. Might get lucky, get a little more. All right, come down here, test that 182. No. Guess we're not going to do it. I'm out. That line is becoming too much of a support. Matter of fact, I think we push up into these single zero prints up here, 500s. So here I am. I'm long. Bang, bang. Get out of here. Up 240 now. So we came down to this Finet fair value gap. We supported it on that second candle. Once we started to bounce, I looked up. I hopped in on the momentum. I saw that we had a group of zero prints sitting up there at 224s. Hopped in, scalped them from 199 to 222, so 22 points off that. So currently up 240 now. So yeah, first little scalp short. Went about 10 points off that first line there. Went about 10 points. Did not quite get what I wanted out of it. So a nice little scalp there. All right, back to the chat. Sorry guys, I'm just over here trading. Slinging contracts. What's going on? Shaheek Simon in the house. Mr. Smith, feel like 1,000-point gap down Dow kind of night. Yeah, could be. Kelly Kaufman, what's up? Lost Penny. Digital Nukes, Debt Wolf. Corey 2S, gain weight. But get out of my way before I clap them accounts. Gain weight. What's going on? The Bulls are in control. That's what it looks like right now. I think the NQ and ES still have about 3 or 4% cap down to go. D-Gen in the house. D. It's crazy because once you find your edge and proper risk management, everything changes. Yes, now just stick with the edge. That's the thing, because I was writing something, and if you look at statistics, is that When someone loses more than 2 times in a row with a certain edge, they tend to abandon it and they go discretionary. So it's one of those things where, yeah, very important to stay with your edge. Whenever I get in too many contracts, it accidentally always goes against me. Oh, yeah. Praise for wisdom, yeah. Anytime I fat finger a trade, it never goes my way, it seems like. Or at least I always remember the bad ones, right? So inside bar on ES, the second one did not work. It failed, of course, because that's the one I took. And then ended up taking the long off this ES trade. That's paid off pretty well. The first one paid pretty well, too. Excuse me. All right, NASDAQ trying to push up and fill this gap. The open gap, 23,248. Currently up a couple bucks. Now, gold. What are you going to do, gold? What are you going to do? I am going to trade gold off from the Finet fair value gap. So if we push up to 45.50 area, 45.49, I'm going to look to short, and then I'm going to look for a scalp. And I think what I'm going to do is start looking for like 3 to 5 points on the supports and or on the rejections and supports off those lines. So yeah, I haven't quite developed anything off it, but I think that's what I might try to do. Because they've been working really well. And that's on the higher time frame, the 5 minute. So NASDAQ pulling back here, 23,242. Just got out of that little long. Currently tonight, here's where we're at. 60%, 3 trades. 60%. No, 5 trades. Sorry, 5 trades. We're grinding. We're grinding. If you guys are watching me on YouTube Shorts, you want to see the full version, come on over to the other side. I got 2 streams going. If you guys want to join the full screen, just go to the YouTube and click on the live, and you'll see the full screen there. Is gold gonna bounce crazy? See, gold is actually technically green from the close, and where silver got absolutely demolished. So I don't really know what's gonna happen. I mean, this is a nice long off that inside bar. Does it continue? It kind of feels like it. I think I want to just hop in. If am I on the wrong? What is happening? I'm on the right silver contract, right? SILK, the micro silver, SILK6. Huh, I can't seem to enter in any contract. I don't know. Can you not trade? Yes, okay, thanks guys. Yeah, I don't know. Justin in the house, the Vanna rally coming. Let's go, the Vanna rally. Not on TBT. Oh, you can't trade micro silver, Mr. Twin? on Take Profit Trader. Did Brian Stink get ruin that for us too? Take Profit Trader? That's weird. No, I know you can't on Apex. I didn't know Take Profit Trader you couldn't. That's weird. That's I very rarely trade metals on TPT. Oh, you can trade minis? Oh, wow. It wants me to full port then. Fine. You want me to full port silver? I'm gonna full port silver. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm just not going to. I was just thinking about taking a long based off this inside bar break and then looking at the gold and never been able. Oh, interesting. Thank you guys. Yeah, I didn't realize. I guess I never really tried. I'm usually trading minis on Take Profit Trader, to be honest with you. With all Take Profit minis with the evals and the funded accounts. I'll just be fully transparent about that. It's usually always the minis. So nice little support here for Nate fair value gap. Some nice little bounces. Possibly push up and fill the rest of the gap. Up there at 23,250. Bottom of the hour here in just a few seconds. We think I'm possibly getting in on a long. It feels like we want to push up higher, don't it? Inside bar, ooh, breakout long, ooh, scary. Maybe get in on the pullback. 2310. I'd like to get in on that pullback. Maybe we hold this 20. Just trying to be patient here. I'd maybe like to try to take a long. All right, I got a buy order here at 220. See if I can get tagged in before it goes. Might go without me though. It's like we're breaking that 5 minute to the upside. So I'm gonna move my my order down here at 210. To 11.75 to be exact. This is holding, this 220. I'm gonna buy here. Heck with it. Eval only. Right at the 220 level. I'm gonna look for the new session high. I'm gonna place a pretty wide stop. We're into that swing, that Harami swing low, just below that 23,200. I'm up 200 something bucks on this account right now. Let's see if we can get a push up through. Here's 10, almost 10 points there, off the 220, 221 bounce. It wants to hold this level. A little bull flag break as well. You can kind of see a little flag going on, right? something like that. I kind of forget that we do have the Trump speaking as well, so guys, to be careful with that. If anyone knows exactly when he comes on, throw it in the chat. I'll be curious. I would like to be flat, but if not, you know, I at least want to have some sort of stop loss in place. If we break up to the high, I think we fill the gap too. So I'm just gonna place my take profit up there, 248.75, right around that area. Haven't taken any drawdown on this trade yet. It's literally holding this 220 support off the pine lines. When is Trump speaking? I don't know. Someone in the chat says he was speaking in 25 minutes. I think that was 25 minutes ago, so not really sure. Smokey in the house. What's going on? Either way, past one. Yeah, oh yeah, Smokey. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Come on. Look for 500 because this is a very difficult area. We are in rejection zone. Been here since the start. Just patty and burgers and not touching my phone. Ryan Wiggins, let's go. Yeah, just come hang. If you're not feeling the market, come hang. Currently about $300 unrealized. Risking about 400, 500 bucks. There we go. Another support. Another bounce off the 220. Bo, I would say you never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen with the market if he's speaking. That's the problem. We don't know anyway, but when you have any sort of systematic trades that you might take, or you can just throw that all out the window. There we go. There's the rip. Let's go. Squeeze. Let's squeeze a little more. Squeeze it. Let's get up through that 240s. Also, 5-minute inside bar also playing. All right, big rejection here off 240 once again. Trump spoke earlier. Okay. All right. He's not speaking then, guys. How do you get the amount you trade will you make on the Super Dom? Yeah, you just go up to the settings up here. And then, so the little wheel up to the top right corner. And then just click Show Estimated P&L. Click that on or off. You can do P&L and ticks too. If you want to do P&L and ticks. And it just shows it up there. It doesn't show it on the DOM though. All right, 2-minute outside bar, which means I'm hopping out of this trade and waiting to see if we break this. God, I don't know. Yeah, I'm out of this trade. Made a little money on it, but yeah, outside bars, I like taking these, so I don't want to be in that trade. Especially when it did this, broke to the downside. I should, yeah. It's all right, we're still up 245. So yeah, I like to take these 2-minute outside bar breaks like, you know, like how I would take the 5-minute inside bars, or, you know, with gold, same thing. The inside bars. I don't necessarily like the inside bars on the NASDAQ 2-minute because we back tested it one day, or forward tested it one day, for a few days on stream actually, and it ended up being a 50-50 for 1-to-1, so it wasn't great. But the outside bars were banging. I'm short. 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 Come on. Short, looking for 197. VWAP touch. I'm gonna get out of one here. Too much leverage. Short one still. Come on, get down there. I shouldn't doubt the Finet fair value gap line, but I'm basing out that first inside bar failing, and then off this outside bar break to the downside. Maybe I just take the $100. For a little more. A little more. There's 10 points. Come on. Give it to me. Give me some more. Top of the hour here in 20 minutes as well. Tokyo. Oh, not the Tokyo Open. Sorry. It's not the Tokyo Open. There we go. Nice little push down here. 15 points. And bingo bango. Oh. Don't be a dick for a tick. Taking it off. All right. Up 485 now. Now, retested that VWAP. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do now. So flip bias there after we kept rejecting. Flip bias once we put in this outside bar on the 2-minute. I love this outside bar play. So end up flipping the switch, end up going short, pushed it back down to that 199. So nice little trade there, made a couple $100. Up 485 now. Let's see. I feel like I've traded quite a bit already. 8 trades. 62%. 62% and up 45. So that's where we're at. Hasn't been super clean yet. NASDAQ pushing down off this outside bar. So failed inside bar, double top on the 5 minute, left that open gap, and is pushing down. Take a look at gold here. What is gold up to? Gold's not doing anything. Silver looks like it's about to round back over and head for the lows. That's what it looks like. NASDAQ 23,182. Back to the chat. Pip Drunk, what is up? Fire Dova, who we got in the house? Ryan Wiggins, Lost Penny. We still got Lost Penny here. Fire Dover. Real Robot in the house. Ruth. Rithu. Doc D. What's up? John buys land. Oil taking stops. Trump spoke earlier. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm way behind in the chat. Sorry, guys. When I'm getting into trades like that and it's super intense, especially when I'm trading minis, I'm not really paying attention to the chat. So, just being honest. So now I'm gonna get caught up here because I like to answer everyone's questions. Took $50. Let's go, Ryan. Kelly Kaufman, this MGC short diesel here. $5, Kelly. Yeah, diesel. I mean, I filled up the old Toyota and it was $40-something. I mean, come on. It's Australia, New Zealand Open. Yeah, I made a mistake. I was thinking Asia's not for another hour and 15 minutes. $150 in your truck? Oh man. Yeah, that's sick. I remember spending putting almost $200 into my pickup truck once. What was it? I would say 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when gas prices, everything was really high. I had this old Dodge pickup that had like an extended gas tank. I swear it was it held a lot of gallons, man. And I had no money. I had to get rid of that truck. I sold it. It was a little Dodge 3/4 ton. Sweet little truck. I had to get rid of it. I couldn't afford it. Should I go long on NQ? No, I wouldn't. Not after we broke that in, guys. Outside bars. So if you guys are trading, my style or anything, like the way I look at outside bars, these are the most powerful candles on the chart for me. Anytime I see in the higher time frame we go, the more powerful they are. So 5 minute, 2 minute, these can be super powerful candles. These are signs of a reversal usually, and that's exactly what happened. So you put in these outside light pink candles, and that is right here. If you don't trade inside bars or anything like that, and you're looking for like that one trade to take, possibly looking at these outside bars can help you out. It's right here, LDT, inside outside bars, and I have them painted pink. So these are pink. They work really well. Yeah, I know, Boa. That's the thing. It's just like the market. You just never know. Stefan, what's going on? Shahik, what is up? I don't think I said hi to you guys over on the other chat there. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just you don't know how the market's gonna react. It's very, very tough to trade with the headlines that come out. You never know. You could be in a beautiful long thinking like, oh, this is beautiful, going my way. Next thing you know, you get a you know, a death candle that just goes down 150 points. Rubber in the house. Eddie Money, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Eddie Money. Oh, Eddie, you too. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, Trader Wyatt. What's going on, man? Guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you guys picking up any accounts right now, I'm not 100% sure what we got going on for deals, but My Funny Futures, Apex, Beulanox, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, My Funny Futures. If you're picking up any accounts, please use code PINE. I appreciate the support. Very easy to remember. Pine. Pine like the tree, like Christmas. Easy. Appreciate that. And we have a new month coming up pretty soon, so hopefully I can get some accounts to give away to you guys as well. So every month I get accounts and I try to give away. So I gotta contact some of the companies and then hopefully we'll get some accounts to give away. So that'll be awesome. I'll try to get some more Lucid, maybe some Apex, maybe. Lucid's been pretty good about giving me accounts because you guys have been using my code so much. So I appreciate that. So I'll try to get some accounts. Which accounts do you guys like? For Lucid, what is your favorite besides the straight to funded? And we all know we want straight to funded accounts. I don't think they'll give me many of those though. I like the Flexa Pros. So I can request some new ones in 3 days. So it shows you right here. So in 3 more days, I can request some new accounts, and this is what I'm gonna look for. Usually if I do, say like the 50Ks, they'll give me 5 of them to give away for Lucid. So if I do like 50K pros, they'll usually give me like 5. I mean, I could try to get direct to funded accounts, but I doubt they'll give me any. I'd rather just like request like 50K pro accounts or something, or flex. But you can see up here, you can submit in 3 days. So every 21 days I can request for you guys. So that's what we'll do. We'll do some giveaways. What is this? 5-minute Harami. Let's take a look at gold here. I'm interested. Yeah, gold breaks out of this zone, comes back up to this 45.50 level. I want to look to short it. If it goes down to 45.75, I'm going to look for the bounce off from these Finet fair value gaps. I need to make a bracket so that way I can just throw the order on. That way if it gets down there or up there, then it'll just automatically trigger. That's what I need to do. I need to figure out a bracket. Mona in the house. What is up, Mona? Eddie Money was your neighbor years ago, Boa? Oh, that's awesome. Salik, what's up? Do I only have the VWAP on for an indicator? Yeah, in these pine lines. These off the Finet fair value gap. Right here. But yeah, just the VWAP. That's the only thing I use. To be honest with you, I threw on the VWAP for a talking point. When I started streaming, I threw that on because I was like, oh, the VWAP. But besides that, I don't particularly use it. I just don't like to long or short into it on a higher time frame, like the 5 minute, when it will rate like bumping up against it or something. I don't care to do that if I'm scalping. But besides that, I don't necessarily use it for my strategies. $87 for My Funny Futures Pro 25K. Astro Trader. Let's go. Really? Let's take a look. I mean, I'm only one of the hosts there. You'd think I would know, but I don't. I don't know anything more than what you guys know. I find out when you guys find out, usually. You mean rapid? The rapid plan, 25K? Not the pro. Flex, flex, flex. You guys like the flex? The lucid flexes? All right. I'll request the flex. I'll be 50Ks or 25Ks, but I will request the flex. In the first of the month. No, I don't, James. Or Jamie. I don't trade with Top Step. Not right now. I have. I got nothing against them. I just don't. I'm not trading with them. What size accounts do I like with if I'm trading with them? 150Ks probably. That's the ones I like. No pressure, monthly fee, lucid flex. Let's go. Yeah, people like the flex accounts. Yeah, you guys do like the flex accounts. I'm looking over my affiliates right now. And you guys definitely like the flex. Over pretty much everything. I like the direct to funded because I don't like doing evals, but but yeah. It's a little more money, but if I'm degenning my evals, or at least what I say, trading them aggressively, chances are I'm gonna blow 2 out of 3. Usually, trading aggressively. Every once in a while, I'll have a nice streak going when I'm trading my evals through Lucid, but. So 25K direct to funders or 50Ks. The 150Ks I really liked but they changed it. They had $6,500 in drawdown. So that's when I ended up getting all those payouts. So when I had those lucid payouts, it was all from those 150Ks. But yeah, that $6,500 in drawdown came in handy. Now they changed it, so. They realized it was too good, too. Sorry, no rapid. Not the pro. Flex went up $20. Oh, yeah, Astro. Yeah, I saw that. So, yeah, they're really trying to push out the rapids, Astro, which is the My Funny Future Rapids, what I got a payout on last week. Currently had to start another one, unfortunately, but I did get a nice payout. $1,400, $1,300, I think, after commission. What's the benefit of the flex account with Lucid? The benefit is, I'll throw it up here. So let me just throw this up here. So here's the benefit. Here's the pros and cons of the Lucid trading accounts. Lucid Pro okay, is you can pass in one day. So that's the advantage of that. You can pass in one day. But once you get funded, you have that 40% consistency, you know, that you have to pay attention to. Lucid Flex, it's 50% consistency on the eval. And no consistency once you're funded. So you look at the funded right here. There's no consistency once you're funded. But the pro account, you can pass in one day, which is nice. So those of you that like, if you catch the nice move in one day, you can pass in one day. But besides that, the flex account's a little cheaper as well, so it's a much better deal. Currently $91 for 50K, $70 for 25K flex when you use code PINE. The direct to funded account, so if you're used to trading pros or whatever, you know, I usually buy the 50Ks for 129. They also have up 150Ks as well. The direct to funded account, the 25Ks is $238 all in. You skip the eval, and if you can stay under the 20% consistency, you know, you're essentially getting that nice head start. But like I said, if you're not a profitable trader, if you're a newer trader, I wouldn't really recommend getting a direct funded account. But you know, you just kind of go back. I mean, the funny thing is, so many people, I know a lot of you guys, even though you might not say it, I know a lot of you guys are resetting take profit trader accounts for huge money, myself included. But then we'll come to these and go, oh, this is too much money. But you'll take a take profit trader account, reset that bad boy for $650. Don't lie. I know you guys do it. I know you do it. So anyways, but yeah, if you're picking up any Lucid accounts, feel free to use code PINE. I appreciate the support. Maybe they'll send me some merch. What is TPT? Yeah, take profit trader. Thomas, take profit trader. Which is this account right here. Take profit trader. Oh, Genie, awesome. You just passed the TPT. Let's go. Has anyone read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas? I have not, Gavin Boy, read the book because it's too boring for me, but I have listened to all the YouTube talks and, you know, some of the audiobooks type stuff. This is a good one too, Gavin Boy, if you want to check out a good book. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. This is one of my favorites. Very easy read too, even for you know, someone with like a 6th grade reading education like myself. Very good book. Highly recommend that book. But yeah, Trading in the Zone is a good one. Who else we got in the chat here? What's up? So market moving higher here, top of the hour. I did not catch the low, but we are currently up 485. I've taken about 9 trades, 10 trades, something like that. Looking for another one here, just kind of taking a little breather, just catching up on the chat, and maybe getting into another trade if we see something good. This is what tends to happen to me, is that I start off really strong. It can go either way though, but sometimes I'll start off really strong on stream, especially to start the week, and then I end up giving it all back time the stream is done. So I'm just trying to be a little patient here and waiting to see what's gonna happen. Put in a little fair value gap here on the 5-minute gold. Decided I wanted to go red for a second after silver has opened red. Well, yeah, take profit trader, Thomas. And if you guys have any questions about prop firms or anything like that, I am an open book. I know we have a lot of lurkers too. Don't be afraid to come into the chat and say what's up. I won't bite your head off, only if you troll me. But even that, I'll just usually just ignore you. So we have a lot of new people I see, which is awesome. Welcome. And let me get caught back up in the chat here. Indian Burn, what's up, Indian Burn? Yeah, Genie is gonna get those daily payouts. Take Profit Trader. Oh, here's something else I wanted to say. See, I was gonna make some videos on this stuff, but because I you know, throughout the day, I have little video ideas, like short video ideas, and I try to write them down so I don't forget. But the other thing is too, like, I know a lot of people are like, well, I like daily payouts, but I don't like intraday trailing drawdown because it sucks. Well, there's two prop firms that you can trade that have daily payouts that don't have intraday trailing. One is Trade Day, so they have the static and end of day accounts, and the other one is Tradeify. So Tradeify also has the end of day daily payout accounts. So Trade Day, if you're picking up any of those end of day or static accounts with Trade Day, use Pine with a capital P. It is case sensitive. Still running their promos, no activation fee. I think they're 30 or 40% off right now, but at this point it seems like that's the sale, but it's like an ongoing thing, and you know, which is good. Competition has been good for us as far as getting nice deals with these prop firms, and they're constantly evolving because of the competitive nature of it all. They're constantly evolving. I mean, Lucid came out of nowhere, guys. Lucid came out of nowhere, and I did this poll. I don't know how many of you guys actually did it, but I appreciate those that just kind of, so it was a little bit of market research, I guess, on my part. And I kind of knew, but here it is. Here's my post. Yeah, I just asked who everyone's favorite prop firm right now. Check that out, guys. 59% of you guys said Lucid is your favorite prop firm out of these top 4. And then I asked, like, who, you know, if anyone else, you know. Rhonda says she's been like in Funded Futures Network. I've never traded with them, but she likes Funded Futures Network. But yeah, surprisingly, you guys love Lucid, and they came out of nowhere. You know, they're a new prop firm, and who would have thought? And when something like that happens on the prop streets, it makes all the other companies, because they're all competing against each other. They make them create better plans. They lower prices. They have better sales and all that. So it's been good. So I like it. All right, let's look for another trade here. Do we get the old bounce here off the Finet fair value gap? Do we try it? 200 bounce. Let's do it. Oof. Come on. Don't stop working now. Let's look for a quick scalp here. Oh, Finet fair value gap is gone. So I'm getting rid of this trade. I am out. Lost 200. So that was quickly lived. Market looks like it wants to push down now. Tried for the bounce, did not work. When it disappears, I'm out. So lost 200. Still up 250. Still looking like it wants to push down here. It looks like the ES here. See if, man, inside bars, guys. I don't really know why I'm like looking at any other strategy. ES inside bars. Look for your base hit and get the F out of the market. Make your $200, $300, $400 and then leave. Look at this. These little breaks off these 2-minute inside bars. Like this one didn't work here. This one didn't work up and through here. But then this one worked big. This one worked big. This one worked big. This one worked big. Man. And I don't know about you guys, but when I trade ES, I feel like it like washes away the stress a little. When I trade NQ, no good. So still pushing down here, 23,176. Tried to take that little bounce and did not work at all. Gold pushing down now. So gold catching up to silver. Gold catching up to silver. Stream is haunted. Why is it talking about buffer overflows power strike? I have no idea. I don't know. I always get the pros. Let's go. Yeah, the bulls are. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry. I'm just gonna skip over some of the market talk stuff. Tracell Brothers. Let's go. Yeah. Lost MQ short. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Lucid payouts for the win. Lucid payouts for the win for sure. My funded futures payouts for the win, guys. Seconds. I did it on stream the other day. Same as my funded futures payouts, same as Lucid. Sub seconds, guys. Straight to the bank account. At the time, one of you guys asked me, like, did it go in your bank account? And I looked, and it was right in there. I was like, wow. Thomas, what is a payout? Do you guys actually get real money? Yeah, Thomas. I mean, everyone's in this different boat, so I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, so welcome. And I'm assuming you're a newer trader, so that's great. I'm glad you found the channel and you're hanging out. Especially you asked what TPT was, so I figure you're probably new to, or at least to props. So I appreciate you hanging out. Welcome. And a little bit about me. It took me over 3 years to get a payout. So just over 3 years to get my very first payout. I started trading in futures in 2021. And, you know, took me almost 3 years to get a payout. And then I haven't missed payout months and I don't know how long. Currently right around 90,000 this year in payouts already, and net profit right around 55 or so thousand. So I spent a little bit, but that's where I'm at. So if you haven't gotten a payout, just know that you can do it and you will do it, and it just takes time and patience, and you know, hoping a net profit, you know, over 100,000. That'd be beautiful. Been listening to audiobooks, Best Losing Wins. Great stuff, Dynamite. Let's go. He's coming out with a new book too. I heard Tom Hugard, he's coming out with a new book. Guys, maybe if everyone emails Tom Hugard, we can get him to come on this stream. How about that? Wouldn't that be awesome? I'll have to get Terry Trades to come on here and do the interview, though. I'd be too nervous. Get him to come on here and promote the book. Although I don't think he likes prop firms too much, so he's mentioned that before in his interviews. I mean, I know it's not the biggest channel in the world, but I mean, I do have 250 to 300 people watching every night, so. Wi-Fi Futures should do a direct to funded too. I wish they would, Dominican Trader. I wish they would too. Because I need an account to trade on stream, and I'm so sick of the evals. But it's all good. It's not too bad. You know, the rumor is Apex is gonna come out with direct to funded accounts. That's the rumor. Now, Daryl has talked about it in past interviews. So it's not like I'm saying anything out of school. So yeah, Apex is, I know they've been thinking about doing direct to funded accounts. So this might be, you know, with the rule changes that they just made, this might be the start of that, being able to adapt to something like that. So we'll see. Do you trade inside bars off the 10-minute rather than 5 and 2? I do not. Dynamite. That is something that I know Tom Hugard does, right? He trades 10-minute charts. I did that for a while where I would look at 10-minute charts, but I ended up taking it off. Actually got an ES long. Let's go, Ryan. It could work. Let's take a look. I mean, who knows? We're rate. It's trying to bounce. It's trying to bounce. Gavin Boy, almost 2 years for me, no payout yet, but I've been so close multiple times. Yeah, that's it. And then it's just psychological, right? It's psychological. It's nothing to do with their strategy or anything that you're doing. It's just psychological. It's like you just can't quite get over that finish line, but don't give up, and I know you'll get there. And also just be patient with it too. Be patient with it. Eventually, you're not gonna care. Eventually, you're not gonna care when you get to that finish line. I'm telling you right now, eventually you're gonna like get into trades, even on funded accounts, and you're just gonna stare at it like with a blank stare, and you're just like not even gonna care whether or not it's that you're in profit. You're just like watching that tally run up. That I think that takes time for some people for being included. And also remember, like if you're struggling getting a payout, and especially when you get close to that finish line, just remember that you don't have to do it that day. And also remember that what you're seeing on the screen is monopoly money until you get over that payout line. So if I hop into trade right now, what am I actually risking on this trade? Because this is simulated money, right? This is an eval from Take Profit Trader. What am I actually risking? Well, it's what I paid for the account. So let's just say it's 150 bucks. I'm risking $150 every single time I take a trade. Not, where you place your stop loss. Now, when you get over the buffer and it's real money, so like with a TPT Pro, like if I was over the buffer right now, so 4,500, which is a 150K, so 4,500, I'd be over it by $250. Now that's real money, because that's $250 that I could withdraw out of my account today. So then the mindset flips. But to get to that point, it's monopoly money. This doesn't do anything. Like, don't get nervous. Just take your trade, take your setup, take your trade, put a proper risk management, and then let it fly. I don't know. And by no means, guys, am I like an expert on this stuff. I just do pretty well trading. I'm not to the point where I want to be. I want to be like those guys that are net profiting, $200,000-$300,000 a year. Net profit with props. Like that's where I want to be. I want to be someone that's in live accounts with all, with like, I want to have 5 Take Profit Trader live accounts. I want to have, My Funded Futures live account or whatever. And I want to be able to take those daily payouts from those accounts once I'm live, but I am not consistent enough. I have post payout degeneracy. I'll get a payout, and then the next day I get overconfident, and I try to go for another payout, especially daily payout accounts, and I end up blowing the accounts and then having to start over. And I do that sometimes. I go through streaks, so you're not alone. But anyways, that's just something that helps me. That's something that's helped me in the past, and I've always credited Alpine for saying that one day on stream. And it really clicked with me. It really, really clicked with me. You milk prop so bad they ban you soon, Trader Joe? You think so? Maybe. I mean, if you're like earning and burning and it's blatant, then yeah. So, they watch that stuff. They know. Grind your coffee beans and grind your evals. Yeah, that's right, Bototimo. It is tough to grind his evals. Took me around 9 months. I had 3 accounts above buffer on Apex just to blow them on 50 is the lowest drawdown. Yeah, it's tough when you, especially, you know, when you lose accounts above the buffer. I mean, I've done it. I mean, how many of you guys have done this where you're waiting on a payout, right, to be approved, and then end up blowing the account that you're waiting on the payout? I mean, I've done that because I couldn't stop from trading it. And I think that just leads to another issue. Like you have a push the button issue, maybe an addiction to the trading where you're pushing the button too much. So, you know, I've been there. I mean, the best trading, I mean, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, and I know this about myself. The best trading that I do is 1 to 3 trades a day, and then I'm done. That is on my funded accounts. That is how I get payouts consistently. That is the recipe. There is no other recipe for me. When I start trading, you know, of course I'm trading for stream and for entertainment, and it's a whole separate business too. But like if I'm trading my funded accounts and I'm copy trading 1 to 3 trades and that's it. If I start, I know myself, if I start trading more than that, and I'm going for, like even tonight is 9 trades, right? And if I kept trading this account tonight after stream, and then, you know, keep trading it during stream, and then after stream, and then during New York Open, you know, I'm going to be at 20, 25 trades probably just on this one account. But if I have all my Apex accounts and I'm copy trading and I make that one trade, and then maybe that's a nice solid trade, and then I place another one and for a nice solid trade, trading small too, you know, looking for like $100, $200 with micros, maybe $100 with micros, you know, 3 micros, MNQ. Yeah, and then I'm done, and I do that. I string together maybe say 2-3 weeks of doing that, and next thing you know, I'm at payout. So. But yeah, I know that about myself. Trading less is much, much easier, or much. The more I trade, the worse it gets. Thank you for the sub, Kelsterman. What's up? Appreciate you. Past an Apex eval, I promised myself I would take my time and not breach this one. Yeah, so we had someone on the stream. I think it was Dave Mack that took an eval, and he only traded 1 micro just to test himself, and ended up testing himself off the 1 micro and ended up passing the account. Like, that's pretty amazing, right? And it took months to do it. You know, it took a few months, but you know, that's a great exercise, because really, like, you know, like Lost Penny said earlier, is that if you look at these accounts, they're pretty small. So if you have a $2,000 or a 50K account, you have $2,000 in drawdown. That's not much. And then if you say, well, it's intraday trailing drawdown, that's even less, you know, because it moves. It's not like having a $2,000 static account either, you know. It's a little bit trickier. But if you like the static accounts, trade days, where to go with that? But they don't start you off with much. When I trade ES, I think I'm ready for retirement. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it can be a lot less stressful. Silver inside bar, potential long here, but overall looking kind of like, I don't know, gold's back red, silver's super bearish, but just stuck in this giant. It's not even the first 5-minute candle. It's the next candle after that. Stuck in right in the middle of that range. Possibly a little scalp long. NQ sitting right down here, 23,180. Take a look at the 2-minute. Oh, NASDAQ's gone pretty quiet. Probably waiting for the Tokyo Open. Sitting right at the VWAP. Tokyo Open should I would think be pretty volatile tonight, just because of the open gap. So I just want to buy a Lambo and act like I don't know anybody. OG Mike, yeah. Can't really drive Lambos. I mean, you get stuck in the mud in my driveway at my house, so no Lambos. I gotta be able to afford to pave my driveway, and it's a pretty long driveway, so it would cost a lot of money. That would be a dream to have a paved driveway. Then I could think about getting a car that's a sports car. No, I don't even want a sports car, really. I'd like to have a new truck though. A new truck. When you're a homeowner and you live out in the country, not having a truck sometimes is like, it's like having your like left arm cut off. It just it just sucks. That's what I'm afraid of right now, Glenn. Yeah, that's one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever heard, and that's about, you know, what you're actually risking on the account. Now, I'm not saying like go and just full port your accounts and then just, you know, use the accounts as the stop loss. That's not what, you know, you should be doing. And like I said, I can't give you guys financial advice, but that's not what the intentions of saying that. It's just about, I remember like getting a funded account and getting so anxious just getting that funded account and starting to trade on it, because I felt anxiety about taking the trade, like someone was watching me or something. And the reality is there's not any difference in what you're doing with your eval, where the only thing that you still have invested is what you have in the account. So, and if you trade a personal account at all, like let's just say you have your own personal account and you put real money into it, you realize real quick that when you take the trade, you know, you're not actually risking real money. You know, my very first trade on a personal account, before I even traded with props, I had a Trade Evade account. I lost $500, and you know, that was like, I was like, holy cow, I lost $500 like in like 3 minutes, you know, trading one NQ mini. Lost on the very first trade I took. So I got 130K payout with 15 accounts and then never got one again. Yeah, that happens a lot, Matt. So that does happen a lot. I don't know exactly what the psychology is behind that, but I've seen that. I've talked about that, where I know some, you know, like you just said, I've known other traders that have done the same thing, that have gotten your first payout. So let me ask you something, Matthew, if you're still listening. I know I'm way behind the chat. You got your payout with 15 accounts, 30K, never got one again. How long did it take you to get that 30K, your first payout? Like, was it pretty quick? Like within a few months of you starting the trade? Because that's usually the case. It's like usually the first few months you end up getting, you know, a nice payout or getting any payout, and ended up struggling after. So I've seen that too. Took me 60K and expensive with Apex to be profitable in 2 years. Last month I made 50K with Apex. Let's go, Moses. Yeah, I'm my worst enemy, I'm gonna get caught up in the chat, guys. Sorry. I am worst enemy with trading, but each account, each eval, and each cash out, I'm getting better. Time is key. Yeah, 100%. Where's Terry? Does it back it up, Terry? Yeah, that's from some meme or something. What up, 7 in the house? Best system code right now. Well, my Funny Futures got that deal going on. Lucid also, $87 for the 25K. Yeah, $87 for the 25K Apex Rapid. You can get paid out as little as 3 days. You can essentially start working on your payout in 2 days. Well, that's one of the best deals going. Right now, I'm not really up on any new deals with Apex or Buellanox, but if you type in my code, I'm sure it'll give you the best deal, but I don't think there's anything going on right now. They just got rid of the 90% off, so. But yeah, tomorrow probably will be more deals coming through. I'll know more. Sunday night's kind of weird when it comes to prop deals. Do I think TradeAway hasn't added copy trading because they fear it would make people profitable? No. No, TradeAway makes money. TradeAway makes money on commissions. That's how they make money. So they make money on commissions. It's not like whether or not you take, like, it takes someone losing money for them to pay you out. You know what I'm saying? Like on an actual prop firm. I mean, not an actual broker. Like that's the way it works. Like the money goes into the market. So it takes someone losing money for someone to make money. So it just kind of goes back and forth. And then like the broker, like TradeAway, they make money through commissions. If that makes sense. It's not like the way I understand. Like I don't know. I'm not an expert, but it's not like a casino where you go in and you put money in the slot machine and then they take the money and they keep it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess the casino kind of works the same way because they take the money you lost out of the slot machine and they give it to someone else. But yeah, I don't think that's the reason for the bracket. I think it's just something to do with coding or something. I don't know. It's weird. I've been wanting that since 2021, OG Mike, and it hasn't happened. And I know for a fact that so many people have actually reached out to them and talked to them, influencers, things like that, when TradeAway went the whole TradeAway prop thing. And so they know what we're looking for. But yeah, Project X, I missed trading with Project X. I actually did very well. Eventually I'll probably get some Top Step accounts again to trade, just because I do like Project X, but because I like the brackets. I like when I could scale in and out real quick using the brackets. It was so flawless, and I did very, very well. That's when I had that streak with Lucid with all the payouts. That's when I had the streak with Bulanox with all those payouts. And it was all with Project X. I really like scalping with that, looking for the zero prints, scaling in real quick with the micros, and then looking for like the trade we took earlier on that momentum. I could just fire off the bracket like crazy, We took this trade right here, this momentum trade. Once we held that 20 level, or the whole level there, we had that fair value gap line, the pine line sitting right there. We kept bouncing, and then we held it, and then I ended up going long. And then looking for those zero prints, if I had the bracket set up, copy trading accounts, I could just fire off, add into that winner, bang, 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 bang. And then had my bracket already at those zero prints, at 220, 250 happened. That's where they were. And that's what I was doing. I was doing that a lot, and I would do it off. I was doing it during the market open a lot. So I would talk about it on stream, but then I was doing it so quick that I didn't really show it. It was a nice little hyper scalp there. Bottom of the hour here. So the market is kind of settling right down here at this low. Whether or not it pops back up or not, I'm not really sure. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart here. It's not, I put in this Harami, but this is not the low. The low is at 23,134. What's up, Aokato? What's your thoughts on sticking to a strategy even though I'm in a losing streak? Whoa. Well, just like I said, that's not the low. There goes the low. So once again, outside bars paying very well. Obviously, I didn't take them. And talking about it in hindsight, I hate when I have to do that because I miss them. But trying to get caught up in the chat here. Taking out the low here. It's always scary trying to take and short the low anyway. But anyways, what are my thoughts on sticking to your strategy even though you're in a losing streak? That's one of my biggest struggles. I think that I'm not sure if my strategy is any good. So yeah, I mean, there's so many different strategies that you can do to make money. It's just finding one that fits your personality and the one that you have the confidence in with. So I can understand when your strategy is not working well, but you have to ask yourself, maybe through back testing or however you came up with this strategy, whatever your strategy is like, how many times has it lost in a row? Like, so if you go to like Edgeful, or well, I'm gonna give Edgeful a plug, but here it is. So take a look at this, Gavin boy. I don't know if you've seen this before. I've talked about this in the past, but here's his probability of losing consecutive losing trades within a 100 trade sequence. So let's just say your strategy is right around, all right, well, tonight I'm right around 60%. I'm usually anywhere between 60 to 70% win rate. That's where I fall. So when I'm trading discretionary or trading off inside bars, outside bars, whatever I'm trading, if I have an account longer than a month, that's where I fall, between 60 to 70% usually. And what this says is that if, let's just say you're at 65% win rate, there's a 99% chance that you're going to lose 3 trades in a 100 trade sequence. 3 trades in a row, I mean. A 99% chance. 77% chance that you're going to lose 4 trades in a row. And if you drop 60%, whatever, it gets lower and lower, right? So let's just say you have a 20% win rate, or 20% win rate. You say, well, who has a 20% win rate? Well, I can show you some back tested trades that have a 20% win rate, but when they win huge, where you're catching trend days. It's a 100% probability that you're going to lose 10 trades in a row, and maybe even more. 100% probability that you could lose 10 in 100 trades. So something like this is pretty interesting. So when you're looking at you say, well, my strategy is not working. Well, it depends on what kind of strategy. Now, if you're a negative R&R trader, where you're looking for where you're 90, 85, 90%, someone like Forex Ike or whatever trades negative R&R, you still could lose. It's a 63% chance that you can lose 2 in a row, at some point. But it drops down to 9% where you're going to lose 3 in a row, So anyways, what's my point? Well, my point is that, you might be going through a little bit of losing streak, but, it's a high probability that you could lose, a bunch of trades in a row. You know what I'm saying? So, and also what this chart tells me is that you don't want to put all your bullets in one trade. So if you put all your bullets in one trade and you're a 60% win rate trader, you could lose your account after, 1, 2, or 3 trades. You end up blowing the account, right? Because, the probability is that you lose in 3 trades in a 100 trade sequence is 100%. So that's, anyways, that was a rant. Sorry. I was ranting. But while the market's just kind of puttering around at the moment, Jalantha, what is up? Where do you find the probability chart? So it's on Edgeful, but if you just Google, I'll post it. Hey, you know what? I'll post it in the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord. But yeah, it's on Edgeful. There's the Discord if you guys want to join the Discord. And yeah, it's Edge. It's one of my favorite charts. So I just posted it in the Discord if you guys want to find it. Here it is. I just posted it on the Discord. Link to the Discord is in the chat. What's up, Coop in the house? Everything's dumping. Yeah, everything's just selling off. We have the open gap to when the market opened. Ooh, gold finally caught up there. Very interesting here on the gold, and where silver gapped down big time, and then still held the gap. Where silver's just, I think it was down like 1.5%, and gold was green. So now gold finally following silver, down 1% now. Oh, getting that bounce there off 73. Did I miss it though? I was looking for the, oh man. Ah, man, I missed it. Guys, don't underestimate this indicator on the 5-minute gold. I'm telling you, it's been money. Holy cow. Look at that bounce. By the tick, you can't even make that up, really. I mean, it's right there. This is the 5-minute fair value gap. 50% retracement. Crazy. 10 points it's gone up. That's $1,000 with one mini. One bounce. Boom. Oh, shit. Wrong Discord, guys. Fuck. Shit. Guys, sorry, I shared the wrong Discord. Oh, I feel like an idiot. I just shared the wrong Discord. shit. God damn it. Oh, that totally screwed me up, guys. That totally screwed me up now. Oh. I just shared the wrong Discord. Yeah. I shared the only links Discord. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's the right Discord in the link now. That's my Discord. That's my Discord in the chat. There's the Edgeful thing. Oh my god. Yeah. It's just embarrassing. I'm like, I'm looking at the Discord. I'm like, why is Methodical Man asking me like, is this my stats? And I'm like, oh, is Methodical Man listening to the stream? And then I look and I'm like, the moderator was like, why are these people joining the Discord? And then it says you showed to invite the link. And I'm like, oh, I invited I hit the wrong link. Oh, wow. What are you gonna do? Whose Discord? It was My Funded Futures, the TV. It was My Funded Futures TV. The production. McGold just took a dump there. All right, back to the chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, GB612's FX, Doc D, Next Trade Lou, Ricky, Johnny. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and join my Discord. I just put the link in the chat. If you guys might have probably already joined, but that's my link there. Guys, please do not join that other link. Ended up one join Pines, ended up paying $3,000 to look at. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, no, that's just the production. That's the back office stuff that, you know, we do for My Funded Futures. So it's a private Discord. But the correct link's in the chat there. So that totally threw me off now. So now I'm like, Let's take a look here at the charts. What we got going on here? Can't believe I did that. But that's all right. Share the Ron Discord. Is it this one? Free advertising, free competition. Pine Tree, do you know? Oh yeah, right. MNQ. Let's look at NASDAQ here. So we are. Yeah, looking heavy. I mean, it's looking heavy. Getting that continuation down, that gap. I just texted Terry Trades 100. I said I just did the most bonehead thing. All right, down 23,118 here. 23,118. How you guys doing tonight? I haven't asked. How you guys doing tonight? You guys up money? You down money? Currently up about 250 bucks. Looking for another trade here. Hopefully we can. Oof. 5 minute looking dumpy. Hourly. Look at this hourly chart. Wow. Look at the hourly on NASDAQ. Getting kabooshed. Just nasty, nasty, nasty. Tough to look for bounces unless you're looking for little scalps, right? I mean, looking at the overall picture, everyone says, oh, go to the higher time frame. Look. Well, we're going down off the hourly. So finally, NASDAQ decided they wanted to break out of that 25K zone on the daily chart. So with the 25K zone, we've been right up here since October. So right around, and now we're finally broke out of that to the downside, and we are just heading lower at the moment. Daily chart looking very bearish. Now, do we find any support and get a little pop back up? Like, we got 23,000 just lurking down there. Someone called out earlier 22,600, so that's pretty cool. Maybe they'll actually get what they want. I don't know if they'll get there today, but it's possible. Someone did call out earlier before the market opened. With that being said, I'm not afraid to take a long and look for little bounces back up into the zone. All right, 23,142. Where Nasdaq's sitting, looking bearish, just coming down. This is gonna be an interesting open. We got the Tokyo Open here in just 6 minutes. I am on time. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I appreciate it. We're almost to 7,000 subs. Do a nice little party. Do a little party. We get to 7,000. We'll do some giveaways for sure. Some moose races. We should be there by next month. I usually get about 20 a day, 15 to 20 subs a day. So you guys can do the math. Nate, no trades yet. Red on most accounts. Moto Timo, 325 from shorts. Nice. Rate up 160. McHugh needs a big bounce. BOJ, summary of options right now. Probably call it a night. Next trade, Lou. Yeah. I'm waiting to see if this market starts to spike. All my targets are kind of gone now. You know, my zero prints up there that, you know, we caught that long, but I haven't really taken anything since. I'm waiting for a potential reversal. I don't like taking reversals when it's five minutes before a top of the hour. I hate being in trades like that, but we'll see what happens. Smack the like button. Appreciate that. Trader Mo's. 7 My Fun and Futures giveaways. That would be nice. It is. I'm probably gonna ask them for more giveaways as well. Moto Timo for sure. I think I can get some Lucids. I'm pretty sure I can get some TPTs, Take Profit Traders. Well, Take Profit Trader will give me some accounts. So I give them just by hitting certain bonuses. So I usually get some accounts to give away. But yeah, Lucid as well. Maybe I'll hit up some Tradeify too. Apex, I can message Apex, see if they can give me some accounts. I asked for some accounts. Yeah, they were going through that transition, so they didn't really have any yet, but every month we try to do some accounts. Hey, Lance Briefcase in the house. What's up? Up 550 now, but only 325. Only up 140. I'm using 1 micro. I need to lose 140 multiplied by 5. Oh, let's go. Lucid accounts. I hate having to lose money. It's so weird. I was in a trade. Oh, it was on this account. I tried to lose money, and I couldn't. Let's take a look. This is let's look at this account here. So to get to 4,500, look, 7,425. I was up. By mistake, at one point, I was trying to lose money and it just kept going my way. I was like, oh, come on. And I only needed to lose like 50 bucks. And it just kept going and kept going from 4,500. And just kept going and going and going. And finally, I got it to come back down. So 71%, 80 trades on this eval so far. So I sling contracts, guys, on these evals. Like you can see, look, 10, 5, 1, 3, 5. Like I'm, you know, I try to pass these take profit traders pretty quickly. Surprisingly, look at the drawdown though. 1,100 bucks. Largest losing drawdown. Largest losing trade. I mean, 1,100 bucks. So catching those momentum trades with you know, good size, you can got down to 3,200 though. Max run up 7,100. So yeah, that's trying to lose money and ended up making money. It's like, why couldn't it just been a pro account and just kept running and running and running like that, you know? Never happens that way. How long does it usually take me to pass the 150K pro buffer? Sometimes I do it in one day, but I think the last time that was more consistent, it was about a week. But I still trade it pretty aggressively with minis, so. Oh, Greg Acer, nice. What's the payout cap for a rapid 50K? I knew this answer. I already forgot. Well, it's $100,000 total for my funded futures for payout caps, but rapid payout. So once you get over $2,100, this is the way the rapid 50K works. Once you get over 2,100, the minimum payout is $500. So like last week when you saw me, I had to get over the 2,600. So really 2,600 to start taking that payout. And then you take out 500. But then you can take a max payout of $5,000, I think. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Sorry. That's on the flex. Yeah, what is the max? I looked this up before. I totally forget. It's just too much to remember, I'm telling you. I feel like it's like 5,000 for some reason is the max on a single payout. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, 10,000. I found it. 10,000. So it's just like Take Profit Trader, actually. So 10,000 in a day, in a single day. That's not the payout cap, but that's a single day. They'll look to move you to live. So my funded futures will look to move you to live. So if you make 10,000 a day, 5,000 is allocated for the reserve program. 5,000 becomes available for the withdrawal under standard payout protocols. But I know it's 100,000 total sim payouts. Market is just coming down here. Tokyo Open here, 23,093. Do we get a bounce at any point? Maybe silver kind of told the tale where it just stayed down, and then gold ended up following, and so everything's coming crashing down now. Yeah, no problem, Digital Nukes. So we are getting that push down here. Nice. We had that nice bounce off that level. So on gold, looking for that next level down here, 44.36. Do we actually get it? Or maybe it pushes to 44.90 and look for that rejection. I think with this type of strategy, you have to really be patient with the 5-minute gold with these gaps and these lines off this indicator. You have to be super patient. All right, 23,093 coming down. Blowing a pro account hurts the soul. Yeah, when I stop trying to bring pros past buffer, it hurts so much. When I blow pros, man, it's a different feeling. TPT, because I know the time it takes to pass them. Yeah. What's up, Texoma? Yeah, I agree, Dominican Trader. You know, take buffer trader when it takes 5 days to pass them, it's kind of a kick, you know, in the balls. But you know, and also it's like, you know, getting over that buffer, knowing that you can start taking the daily payouts it's hard too. It's the only account to me that really feels like a personal account. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're over the buffer and you just take out those daily payouts, it really feels like, okay, this is a lot like trading a personal account. The feeling that you get, everything like that. So it's difficult. It's a difficult thing. The nice thing is that if you're not resetting the pro accounts and you're only spending the money on the eval, you know, keeping your expenses low, you can get a great return on investment, especially when you pick up let's just say you pick up a 25K for like $100, you know, like maybe a little under $100, and you end up making, you know, taking that bad boy to like $8,000 on day one or something, and you know, you can just get just a great return on investment. But it is not easy. Once you get over that trailing drawdown, things become a little bit easier because then the account becomes static. But Josh Scott, thank you so much for the sub. 141 likes, 216 people watching. Thank you so much. Considering 15 with end of day drawdowns, I'm considering this the end of April. Yeah, that's not a bad. Wow, we're getting a bounce, guys. Look at this. NASDAQ finding a little bit of support down here. Gold's still looking dumpy. Retrace 50% and then pull them right back down. Oil also up to the, pushing up through that high, towards that high, I mean. And NASDAQ getting a little relief bounce here. Can you explain a take profit trader intraday drawdown? Yeah, so the way it works, so the best way to explain intraday drawdown, let's just say you have $2,000 of drawdown, right? Intraday trailing drawdown. If you're in a trade, let's just say I go, one mini short, and I get 100 points. That's $2,000, right? Let's just say I get $2,000 in one trade, and it's pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. Now let's just say like this was the 100 points. So we're at that 2,000, and then it starts to bounce. Well, once it starts to bounce, let's say it bounced 50 points. It goes $1,000 back. You end up losing $1,000 on that trade. Your trailing drawdown is now $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say, better yet, all right, this might be a little easier. Let's just say it goes 100 points in your favor, and you're at $2,000, and it goes back to zero. In the same trade, you lose, your account's blown. You know what I'm saying? So it's blown because it trails you intraday, so throughout the day. Where an end of day account, wouldn't have trailed me. It would have just stayed at, so like right here, you can see $4,750 started with $4,500. It's not moving in my favor, even though not moving against me, even though I was up. So on the eval, it's end of day. So even though I was up almost $500, the drawdown still hasn't, gone against me. You know what I'm saying? That much. Because end of day. So end of day accounts, I like to push a little bit higher. OMH, Mega Hazard. What? Oh, Mega Hazard, what is up? Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here as well. Going to trade, Robbie? I'm going to go with you. I wouldn't. Don't want to do that. I don't want you to do that. I am still watching the charts. 1 hour looking dumpy. Holy cow. But yeah, getting a little bounce here. 23,093. Definitely don't want to follow my trades, guys. So there's a buffer with intraday drawdown. Yeah, so, okay. So, yeah, once you get to 2,000, it stops. So let's just say you get to $2,000 on day one, and then the next day you make $500. Your drawdown now will be $2,500. You know what I'm saying? And then if you say you make another $500, so you're at $3,000, your drawdown will be $3,000. Like, it's not gonna move then. Even that day, like it stops at the 2,000, but then it won't intraday trail you anymore. If that makes sense. It won't intraday trail you anymore. So let's just say you're at let's just say you get over the buffer and it's $2,000, right? That's what you got to be to get a daily payout with Take Profit Trader on a 50K account. And then, so you're over the buffer on day one. So you're at $2,000. So you're over the intraday trailing. So let's just say the next day you're in the same trade and you get 100 points, right? So let's say you get 100 points, you're up $2,000 on the next trade. So technically your account is looking like $4,000. Well, if it comes back to your break even, you still have the $2,000 of drawdown left. You know, it's not trailing you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, your highest watermark. Yeah, the highest watermark. It trails the highest watermark. But yeah, the best way that I could describe it is that, yeah, if you have $2,000 in intraday trailing drawdown and you make in the same day your trade goes to 2,000 and goes back to break even on the trade, then you lose the account. So it's a little more difficult for sure. So like I said, end of day accounts, you have it's a little bit easier on day one, like to try to get day one payouts and stuff. The end of days can be a little bit easier, right? Because you can push them. You can push your end of day accounts harder than you would be able to an intraday trailing account. Because if you get a good jump on an end of day account, you can keep pushing it, because your end of day drawdown is not going to move until the end of the day, right? So you can keep pushing it as hard as you can if you choose, you know. That bounce, the new low, was a fair value gap from way back. Yeah, there's been some nice bounces. We've taken some pretty nice trades, but ended up taking the last one I traded was kind of a loser. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. Get ready for this week, and guys, please join me tomorrow morning in My Funded Futures if I'm not fired. I'm handing out the Discord, the Discord link. Carson James, thank you so much for the sub. I think I missed that earlier. But yeah, guys, join me tomorrow. Smash that like button, and so 10 a.m. Eastern time, My Funded Futures. Guys, please show up to support me. I want to see those pine trees in the chat. And thank you for using code PINE. So if you guys picking up any accounts this week, use code PINE. I will also be back here tomorrow night. Globex Open. I will be here for a few hours tomorrow night as well. Gonna watch the market grind down here on gold and silver and NASDAQ. So took I don't know, what did we take? 12 trades tonight? Nine trades. Couldn't really get a big groove going on, but caught some good ones. So we'll do it again tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. All right? Peace. Thanks, guys.
Charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins. wins consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah, that's the plan. Sidebar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund a dream. Inside bar break, way patient and I lean.